Gracias. Mr. Secretary, when it comes to the drug trade, Venezuela is not the most problematic country, but it is a major U.S. adversary. Should we expect smugglers coming from friendly U.S. allied nations like Mexico and Ecuador to also face unilateral execution from U.S. forces? And if so, will the administration seek authorization for the use of military force?
No, you're wrong in your question. Number one, Venezuela is a major source. And the reason why is the following. And I've seen a lot of this reporting, and it's fake reporting, and I'll tell you why. It says that somehow Venezuela is not involved in the drug trade because the UN says they're not involved in the drug trade. I don't care what the UN says. The UN doesn't know what they're talking about. Maduro is indicted by a grand jury in the Southern District of New York. That means the Southern District of New York presented the evidence to a grand jury, and a grand jury indicted him. And then a superseding indictment came out that was unsealed about 1.5 years ago that specifically detailed Maduro's actions. So number one, let there be no doubt, Nicolas Maduro is an indicted drug trafficker in the United States, and he's a fugitive of American justice. Number two, for cooperative governments, there's no need, because those governments are going to help us identify him. They're going to help us identify him. Now, they're going to help us find these people and blow them up, if that's what it takes. They're going to help us with it. I don't know if you saw yesterday, Trinidad, a country that has suffered greatly from all these drugs coming out of Venezuela, they were congratulating us for it. They thought it was a great thing because they've suffered from it. So we're going to continue to hunt for, like we always have, but this time we're not just going to hunt for drug dealers with the little fast boats and say, let's try to arrest them. No, the president has said he wants to wage war on these groups because they've been waging war on us for 30 years and no one has responded. But there's no need to do that in many cases with the friendly governments, because the friendly governments are going to help us. They may do it themselves, and we'll help them do it. La pregunta fue sobre si los Estados Unidos va a tomar.
The question is whether the U.S. will take measures. First and foremost, Nicolas Maduro is a narco trafficker. This is not just me saying it. It's a grand jury that says so in New York. In New York, the prosecution presented the evidence, and he was indicted. A grand jury of the people of New York. And 2 years ago, a new indictment was put forth detailing the role of Nicolas Maduro, especially during the Chavez years with drugs. You say, oh, the UN don't agree. I don't care what the UN says. I don't care. He is a fugitive of the U.S. justice. He's not the legitimate leader of Venezuela. We never recognize him. He is an indicted fugitive causing trouble in the region, and he was indicted by a grand jury in the Southern District of New York. The second question is whether we'll have similar actions to what we had a few days ago with narco-terrorists with allied countries. And I can tell you that in these countries, perhaps it won't be necessary because these countries will cooperate with us. They will be working with us in those actions. For Venezuela, they can't cooperate with us because they're part of terrorism. They're not a government. That is clear. Nicolas Maduro is not a government or a political regime. They are a terrorist organization, an organized crime organization that have taken over a country so that they can become the leaders, so that they can become billionaires. And that is why they were indicted by the courts in the U.S. But with Ecuador and other friendly countries, they're cooperating with us. In Venezuela, there is no legitimate country or cooperation. They are, in fact, involved in drug trafficking.